Start by laying back on your elbows on your left side, straighten your leg, bring it up about 1 foot level, and we're going to turn a clockwise direction, turning the foot, focusing all the movement coming from the hip into that rotation. You control every degree of range of motion. On the right side now, same thing, drawing that circle in a clockwise direction. Control at the hip, drawing that nice smooth circle. Little pause at 12 o'clock each time. Turn that hip. Yes. Go back to the left. This time I'm going to go counterclockwise. Turning the hip. All of the control is at the hip. Focus on drawing a circle with your big toe. Draw that circle. Little pause at 12 o'clock. Perfect. Right side, same thing. Draw that circle with that big toe. Big circle. Good control. From the hip, controlling every degree. Little pause at the top. Very good. Now I want you to bring your feet a little bit wider, and you're going to internally rotate the hip and pause, and then all the way out into external hip rotation. Driving those feet into internal hip rotation and pause, and driving those feet, trying to get them into the ground. You're going to feel your glute kind of contract, turning it all the way in and all the way out. Drive it out, drive it out. Perfect. Then turn it all the way in and pause. And turn it all the way out. Push it out, push it out, push it out. And turn it all the way in. Hold that nice and tight. Turn it all the way out. Turn it all the way in and hold and hold and turn it all the way out. Keeping the legs straight. All the actions at the hip. Turning it in and hold. And turning it out and hold. Drive it down, drive it down. Turn it in and hold. And turn it out and hold. Drive it down, drive it down, drive it down. Good job. Excellent. Sitting up, we're going to lay on our left side. You can take one of these blocks, either a yoga block or something as small as a cone like this. We're going to place it down there. As you can see, the cone is about the same size as the block. I'm going to use the block, but any small object here would be fine. You're going to lay on your left side, placing that right leg nice and high. That bottom leg is going to stay straight, and you're going to lift it over the block and back. Foot never touches the ground. You control everything. Knee is completely locked and straight. All of the movement is coming from the hip. Over and back. Over and back. Good. Over and back. Excellent. All the control from that hip. Good job. Roll it over. Same thing on the other side. We're going to lay on the right side this time with our left knee bent. Left leg stays straight, and we pick it up and over. Up and over. Good. Up and over. Foot never touches the ground. Complete control by your adductors the whole time. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Excellent. Stay with me. Up and over. Up and over. Excellent. Good. Staying side lying on that right side, we're going to keep the knee bent on the left, and we're just going to come straight up into this isometric and hold it at the top, driving it up at the top. Hold that top position. Hold that top position and let it come down. Same thing all the way up. Hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, come on down. One more time. Drive it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. And come on down. Roll it over to the left side. We're going to bend that right knee. Same thing. We're going to come all the way into full abduction and pause that top. Hold that top position. You'll feel your internal oblique contracting on the right side and the hip. Come on down. Drive it up and pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come on down. One more time. Drive it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Excellent. Excellent. We're going to stay side lying here. This time we're going to draw a circle. Just like we did earlier with the hip flex position, we're going to draw these circles with the big toe. Leg stays up off the ground. The adductors are doing all of the work, turning that foot. Draw that circle. Draw it around. Good job. Roll it over. Same thing. Bend that top leg up. Bottom leg stays down. Knee straight. And we're going to draw that big circle with the toe. Draw the circle with the toe. Everything from those adductors in your hip. Good control. Turn that hip. Yes, turn that hip. Knee straight. Concentrate on drawing a circle with that toe. Good job. This time we're going to go back to that side lying position with the bent knee. This time we're going to do some reps. We're just going to pause it at the top. Come on up and pause. 1. Come on up and pause. 2. Good. Up and pause. 3. Perfect. Up and pause. 4. Up. 5. Up. 6. Up. 7. Up. 8. 2 more. 1 more time. Excellent. Roll it over. Same thing on the other side. Laying on the left. Right knee's bent. Drive it up and pause. Up and pause. Good. Try to keep that bottom leg horizontal. Everything's coming from the hip and your side benders. You'll feel it in your side and your oblique. Draw it up and pause. Up and pause. Up and pause. Excellent. Well done. Start in this bent knee position, focusing on the left side. We're going to drive that left knee down into the ground isometrically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And bring it on out. Switch it over to the other side. Same thing, driving that knee into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Let's go back to the left. Driving that knee into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Come on out. Back to the right. Drive that knee into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Last one. On the left side, turning that knee into the internal rotation and driving it into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one on the other side, driving that knee into the ground. Drive it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Go ahead and lay back, but stay in this internally, externally rotated position and just roll it over. Little pause at internal rotation. So the right side The left side, drive the knee down, drive them down. Focusing on the knee that's internally rotating and driving it down and pause. Drive it down and pause. Excellent. Try to keep your shoulders flat. Driving that knee down and pause in internal rotation. A few more. Drive it down and pause. Drive it down and pause. Excellent. Excellent. Little pause at the bottom. Little pause. Little pause. Well done. Excellent. Laying on your stomach now. You're going to take a bent knee position on the left side, focusing on keeping your pelvis attached to the ground, your hip bones attached to the ground. You're going to drive that heel up into the sky and pause it at the top. Drive it up and pause. Drive it up and pause. Keep your hip bones connected to the ground. You should feel it in your glute, driving up and pause. Drive it up and pause. Good job. On the right side now, same thing, 90 degrees at the knee, driving that heel up and pause. Keeping your hip connected to the ground. Don't roll your hip over. Keep your hip bones connected to the ground and drive that heel up. Little pause at the top, the knee never touches the ground. Drive it up and pause. This time I'm going to come back to the left. We're going to stay in this raised position and come straight out into abduction. Out and pause. Maintain that 90-degree angle at the knee. Drive it out and pause. Drive it out and pause. Good. Knee never touches the ground, just hovering about an inch off the ground. Excellent. Last one. Good job. Same thing on the right side. A little hover, drive it out and pause. Just straight out. Maintain that angle at the knee. Straight out and pause. All of the power's coming from the hip. Knee never touches the ground. Little hover and pause. Perfect. Excellent. Last one. Good job. Let's go back to the left. Same thing. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to come up and hover off the ground and all the way up into flexion and back down. Knee never touches. All the way into flexion and back. Knee never touches. Drive it up. You're going to feel it on your obliques on the side. You can push your hands into the ground, but draw that knee up and all the way back. Knee never touches the ground. Drive it up and pause. Don't throw it. You can control everything. Knee never touches the ground. Drive it up and reset all the way up. Well done. Same thing on the other side. Draw it all the way up and back. Reset. Drive it up. Knee never touches the ground. Just hovering across the ground. Drive it up. And pause, back to reset, all the way up into flexion as high as you can get it. Drive it up and pause. Up and pause, excellent. Couple more. Drive it up and pause. Last one, up and pause. One more. Excellent, well done.